What's up, everybody? It is Brian here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. It is a new moon. It's a new moon in Gemini, and it's probably the best new moon we're gonna get all year. So I truly hope that you enjoy this energy, that you put out some good intention to see humanity for what it is, to see both sides, to be curious, to look to the future, to not get stuck in old beliefs and old ways. If those ways make you feel good, keep them by all means, but maybe see the other side. Maybe see that there's more out there than just one belief. Maybe there's more out there than just one right or wrong way to live. Maybe there's infinite ways for humanity to live. But maybe we need to start by just seeing like the other side, like Gemini, right? The two pillars holding up the top and the bottom, and they're connected. And let's just start by seeing some other sides. Like, think about the future. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe, like it, share it, comment. I truly appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Let's jump into the chart for this new moon. Boom! This morning, 10:30 a.m. on the west coast of the United States of America. It is, boom, new moon, 2 degrees Gemini, 2 degrees Gemini, 4 minutes. Man, a lot of 2 energy going on here. A lot of 2. We got the twins in Gemini. We got the conjunction of Mercury and Venus at 20 degrees in Gemini. We got 20 degrees for our friend Neptune, Poseidon, whispering in our ear all the time, the depths of Pisces, the depths of our intuition, giving us all the signs from the heavens. And then we got Saturn over here, almost made it to 2 degrees. It was so close. And we're making great aspects on this new moon to Saturn. We're really getting this trine to Aquarius and Saturn is giving us permission to look at the future, to see both sides. I love that this new moon is in the air signs. I gotta be honest with you, it's like we gotta be curious and we gotta get these things in our mind, because we gotta start getting innovative and working towards a new future together. And Saturn's giving us permission right now to take the leap, to start something new, to figure out something new in your mind that can push you forward into the new age, into a new and beautiful place. It doesn't get much better than a new moon trining Saturn, especially in the air signs. This is a beautiful time. It really is. I think that's one of the best aspects that there is. I mean, it's a new beginning and a new way of understanding. And man, I just think that's it right there. Like, that's where it's at. Like, understanding each other and being our true self and understanding everybody else's true self. And then we are getting this square from that conjunction of Mercury and Venus, but it's like, just we're getting all the messages. Like, we got our messenger of the sun, of our soul, Mercury there, and like Mercury is truly seeing and communicating our beauty. And we're going, we're in this Venus retrograde that's finally starting to pick up. Venus will be at 19 degrees later today, so she's finally starting to move, and we're starting to head backwards into the retrograde, back to 5 degrees of Gemini. And Mercury sees that and is ready to, deal with the messages that retrograde is going to bring. And it's not the standard retrograde. Like, there's a lot. And everybody, many, many, many people are feeling it already. And it's a hard time for relationships. And it's a hard time just even like dealing with things on a personal level right now. It's really bringing up a lot from 2012. The 2012 Venus retrograde in Gemini played a huge role in where we are today. And what you were doing on that Venus retrograde in 2012, you're almost making a complete 180 flip. Like, it was like, oh, okay, that was fun. We got to test out that 8 years ago. But it's almost like this 180 flip to change. Like, okay, that was great. We experienced that, but now we're on to something completely different, and it could be right back the opposite direction that you thought you were going to go. For me, I started a construction job in 2012. I got married in 2012 to my first wife, who I'm no longer married to anymore. Like, for me, it's like I'm doing a complete career switch. I'm totally seeing life completely differently than I did then. And I'm starting to realize that, like, maybe, maybe relationships are a little, I don't know, like, very, very confused on relationships, where back then, like, all I wanted was to, like, start a family, get married, and now I'm very much, like, looking like, oh, I don't know. So the Venus retrograde's messing with me for sure. I'm definitely in my head in that. Um, and that square to Neptune got us in our head even more. But that's the thing, is like, we're getting the messages we need. It's like we know, but we get too much in our head with these air signs. Sometimes, especially with Mercury there, like, we can really get trapped in our own head and our own intellect. But it's a matter of following the heart, because you're getting the messages, but the messages really come through and they filter into your heart, and that's where you need to make the decision for whatever it is. Like, does this feel good to your soul? Is this the new beginning your soul wants? Is this going to put you into the future, or is it going to keep you stagnant in one spot and maybe in a place you don't want to be? So keep that in mind. It's a great new moon. We're getting good aspects from Uranus. Move this over. Uranus is starting to make the sextile to Mars. It's great. Like, that's just more signs about a new way of valuing our physical reality, a new way of valuing money, beauty. Like, it's not about the fake stuff anymore. It's deeper. It's deep. It's Pisces deep. Like, we're going to start taking action and figuring out things that are deeper than just the surface. Like, there's so much more. And I think people are going to start realizing how much more there really is behind everything. And, that's kind of this, like, Neptune and Pisces vibe, right? Like, Neptune's very deceptive because it's not always what you think it's going to be. Like, those outer planets, they could be anything. Like, that's where they come from, a place that we can't fully grasp, And, like, I always use, like, the analogy with Neptune, that if you were out in space and you were really thirsty and you came across the planet Neptune, you would think there's a bunch of water. Well, you'd get close to it thinking that was water, but then you'd find out it was a mirage because it's actually poisonous gas. You probably don't want to go there. And I did kind of steal that analogy, actually, from my mentor, so I shouldn't take too much credit for that, because the Leo King taught me that. But, man, like, this is the new moon. Like, this is it. Like, we're also making trines to Jupiter. It's not, like, as exact, but there's still that energy there of, like, getting that new good luck, that one door that we talked about before, that one door that could open up everything and take you to the future. Like, Saturn stayed in Aquarius just long enough so that we could, like, get this moment to take this new energy, to be curious about a new world, and to start thinking about how we're going to set ourselves up for the new world, and if we want to go to that or if we want to stay in the old one. And it's a split that's going to happen, and some people are going to want to stay in the old one, and that's okay. That's fine. People can stay, whatever. It's a personal choice. And that's where, like, seeing both sides comes into play, because you can't get upset with somebody for wanting to stay in their old ways. Like, that's their soul's choice. They ended up, they wanted to be in that place. There's more lessons for them to learn there. But that's not everyone's way. Like, some people are going to go to a new, beautiful place on Earth where it just doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's just a place. There's so much beauty to come, but we got to get through this year. And I looked through all the transits for every day of this year coming up, and it's a lot. Like, take this energy and take it for the rest of the year. Like, not even just the lunar cycle. Take this energy for the rest of the year and build on it, because things are going to get weird. Things are going to get weird. Mars is going to come and conjunct Neptune at 20 degrees, and like, that's going to be an interesting time. We're going to be doing some things that we probably never thought we'd do. We're going to see things in the collective that we never thought we'd probably see people do. People are going to be doing things that are going to probably blow our mind. And then when Mars comes into its home sign of Aries, like, that's fire. Things are going to get heated, and Mars is going to stay in Aries for the rest of the year. It's going to go and it's going to travel through Aries, and then later in the year, I think it's in November, it goes retrograde. I could be wrong. It could be September, but I'm pretty sure it's November, and I apologize for not having that date on lock right now, but Mars is going to be in Aries for the rest of the year. Like, that's the point. And it's the home sign. Mars is going to be very strong. It's going to be Mars. Mars is going to, it's going to get intense. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, Mars is intense in its home sign of Aries. And it's going to start things. It's going to start fights, if you know what I mean. Like, Mars is the warrior, the god of war. So there's some fire about to start, and it's cardinal fire, and it burns strong and hot at first. So, not to scare you, but just know, like, it's just the cycles, and this is like the most beautiful energy we're gonna get all year. And we even get this grand trine that's forming. Also, the moon, the moon's gonna come into, what was I looking at there? Yeah, the moon's coming into a square today with Mars. So, while we get this good energy, we might feel like a block emotionally to take action on some of these deeper things that we're feeling. But take all this good energy. Think about Saturn. Like, Saturn doesn't always just hook us up like this. This is such a gift to get this trine to Saturn. Take the gift, open that door, and this grand trine that I was talking about to Juno in Libra. There's so much togetherness here. Like, it's all the air signs making this grand trine, and it's like, we need to find partners and situations that put us in the right position. We need to have ourselves in the right position. It's about the community. It's about people close to you. And then that's what's going to take us to everybody being connected and like so much more. Great energy, heavy energy today. Put that intent out. Yeah, let's pull a card for the day and see what we get. Oh man, these cards are hard to read sometimes, especially when I pull them reverse because they're in Italian. But it's the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. We gotta be creative and ready to go on a new journey, and like we gotta be curious. We really have to be curious about a new way to just like express ourselves, and to be and put ourselves out there. If we, this card is really asking us to see more and to express. It's like we're not fully ready, but why aren't we ready? Like, why aren't we ready yet? What's holding us back? What's holding us back from expressing our true beauty and creativity and love that we really, really want to express right now? Like, that's what this is all about, is expressing beauty and like seeing beauty in humanity and in others and realizing it in our heads, not even our heart, like everywhere. Like, but what are we holding on to? Like, let's pull one more card. Why did we pull that card? The Sun reversed. We're scared to be creative. We're scared to shine. Like, why don't we want to start a new chapter and express who our soul really is? why don't we want to give birth to that? Apparently we don't want to yet. At least that's what those cards are saying. But it's on a collective level. On an individual level, you can be there. You can do that, and that's going to help everybody get on the level. So I would say on a collective level, I would imagine most people that watch my videos are already there. But we need to, keep doing that and keep putting that out there so other people can pick up on that vibe and the collective can grow. It all starts that's the biggest service to everybody else, is service to yourself. So I think sometimes we forget that, and maybe we jump too soon into being service to others, which is totally Aquarius, and maybe it's about being service to ourselves and our people directly around us in Gemini, so that we can truly shine. And this is a time where we have to learn how to shine. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your Friday. I hope you enjoy your new moon. Put that good intent out there. This is some really powerful, good energy today, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. I truly love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for the weekend horoscope. I love you.